There are 18 days I am never going to get back. I say that because I was so angry looking at Jodi Arias on the stand testifying for all of those days, because she was literally spewing venomous lies out of her cake hole for that long at the rest of us. And it was maddening to be lied to like that, but it was also heartbreaking because Travis Alexander's family was in the gallery having to listen to it too, and it hurts them a hell of a lot more than it hurts the rest of us. But that horrible beast, Jodi Arias, did that. She took her big fat hubris up onto the stand and she just spewed and spewed and spewed, figuring she was smarter than all of us. You weren't. She was convicted of murdering him, stabbing him 27 times, slashing his throat, shooting him in the head. That's this girl. And she was sent to the Perryville prison in Goodyear, Arizona. All of this, I tell you, because it was 15 years ago yesterday that she did that to Travis Alexander. 15 years. Hard to believe. Took 5 years to get to trial. The trial was 4 months long. Here's a little reminder if you didn't, if you didn't sit through it, and even if you did, this was Jodi.
We, the jury, duly impaneled and sworn, in the above entitled action, upon our oaths, do find the defendant as to count 1, first-degree murder, guilty. 5 jurors find premeditated, 0 find felony murder, 7 find both premeditated and felony. Signed, foreperson. Is this your true verdict, so say you want it all?
Yeah, they didn't believe you. Too bad. So she did get spared the death penalty. She was put away for life, no parole. She's at the Perryville prison in Goodyear, Arizona. Prison records say that she's actually moved to a medium/low custody class security wing of the prison. She's working as a library aide, been doing that since 2018. Before that, she was in the store warehouse, where I'm sure she really enjoyed her time. She's not eligible, obviously, for any release ever, so enjoy that, Jodi. I want to bring in Kirk Nurmi. He was Jodi Arias' defense attorney at her trial. He was the author of the book Trapped with Ms. Arias. Kirk, good to see you again. I often wonder when I'm looking at defense attorneys who are sitting by their clients, and I wonder how many of them really want their clients to get convicted, even though they're doing God's work in defending them and defending the Constitution of the United States. But did you ever feel that way about her, that you thought, oh, God, just let it be over?
Well, certainly let it be over was one of the things. I mean, I chose to title my book Trapped with Ms. Arias for a reason, because what a lot of people don't realize is I was assigned her case as a public defender back in 2009. So you talk about 18 days. I was trapped with her for about 5.5 years. Ultimately, when I left the public defender's office, I thought I was going to leave the case behind, and it just kept going for many different reasons, which I do outline in the book. And, when we were hitting this point in late May of 2013, I thought, finally, there's light at the end of the tunnel. And then when the jury hung as it related to sentencing, that light got turned off. And I was the unhappiest guy in Vegas because I knew I wasn't done with this. And I wasn't done with Ms. Arias until April 2015, when she was sentenced to life in prison.
So, look, a lot of people said she did herself in with all those days on the stand, just spewing lies and pretending. Well, she truly, I believe, narcissistically believed she was the smartest person in the room, if not the country. Did you advise her not to do that? Did you really struggle? Was this all her doing? Like, I'm getting up there, I'm going to do my thing, I'm going to be Jodi, I wiggle my way into anything and I get what I want? Or how did that turn out?
Well, ultimately, Ashleigh, that's attorney-client privilege. I have written a book, and I'm not practicing anymore, but I think my book was the ethical response to some of the lies she told about me afterwards. Obviously, Ms. Arias is a world-renowned liar. She's told lies about all sorts of people. But ultimately, a client makes their own decision. An attorney can advise, they can't control. And I guess I'm going to have to leave my answer at that with her motion for post-conviction relief against me still pending. So let's leave it at that tonight, huh?
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.